What do you mean it sucks?
This pepper beef is too damn spicy.
What are you talking about? This is good.
How's it going, guys? Beverly Spice here. Hope you guys doing alright? The Quick Tips, episode 2. And this episode, we're going to cover a thing that I'm pretty sure many of you are going to be super happy about, which is how do you deal with spamming? Well, I have a philosophy on spamming, which I think you would agree that this is a good philosophy to adapt. Is that, well, maybe, depending. But anyways, a philosophy in this is that what is spamming, right? Spamming is when the opponent is doing a lot of the same type of move. Now, let's say, for example, it's like this one, fangs down, back 4, fangs down, back 4, fangs down, back 4. And look how much damage it does. There's a lot, right? So, it's annoying. I get it. And maybe this too, whatever. Yeah, well, I can't do fang combos, but, you know what I mean? Like, it's annoying to deal with, especially stuff like this, or, no, this thing, or what is it? This thing. And maybe some of this, or maybe this, or just raw shoulder, like, you know, it's annoying. And the reason why I have Law here as my training partner is because he has probably the most infamous of the spamming types in the game, which I find that a lot of new players have a lot of trouble with Law because he has a lot of those moves that quote-unquote are spammable. Now, so spamming, of course, like I said, is when the opponent just keeps using one type of move. And some people, depending on the move type, find that really hard to deal with. And some people send hate mail, like, hey, stop spamming the Dragon Tail one move. Stop doing that noob, scrub, cunt, whatever you want to call them. That's not PG, but all these bad things like, I'm being spammed. How do I stop spamming? Well, in my philosophy, if an opponent is spamming one type of move, and you are not dealing with it at all, as in you are being destroyed by it, then why should the opponent stop, right? Because if this is a game about winning, and sir, like, it might not be fun for you if you are losing because you're getting spammed, but it's fun for the opponent if they're winning. So why should he or she lower themselves by removing a move to lower themselves to your level, just so that you have a chance at winning? Because if the opponent really wants to win, then they need to keep spamming the move, because if it's working, then why should it stop working? Why should they stop it? Why they should stop using it if it's working, right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So, you know, some people might say, like, oh, well, that's unfair. Well, I mean, you're not going to get the most out of the fighting game because you're not going to understand how to beat these options. So, when a move is very annoying to you, that you think it's OP, it's cheap, it's unbeatable, whatever you want to call it, you need to understand that in Tekken, there is no such thing as a perfect move. Even the legendary Electric Wind God Fist by the Michimas is a move with a flaw. Every move in Tekken has a flaw. Everything can be beat. There is no perfect move. So, when you find a problem move, which I know for many people, it's definitely this move for Law, you need to go into training mode, find that move, find out what its weaknesses is. And here, I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by that. See, this big sweep looks very intimidating, does a lot of damage, it's very annoying. So how do you deal with it? You do this. You do something like that to it. So, as you can see, I just hit Law for twice the damage that he would have done to me. You know, because it's what you calls it. It's not an invincible move. Dragon Tail, which is that move's name, by the way, is not a move which is unbeatable. It has a weakness, and that weakness is that it's extremely unsafe on block. So I could even get up and do shoulder to him. You know, even if you don't know how to do a combo, which I clearly don't know how to do a combo with Fang, like, this is enough. Like, the move is a weakness that if it's blocked, you can destroy it, or even if you low parry it like this, you know, there you go. Something like that, right? So, this move, Dragon Tail, it's a move that can be defeated by blocking it. I mean, once you block it, you don't get on, like, look how vulnerable Law is when I block Dragon Tail. It's incredibly beatable. Like, it's such a move that, because of the way that it's blocked, it gives me tons of time to actually counterattack him, to essentially punish him, right? I can hit Law for doing that move. I can punish him for trying to spam that move. And the next move in this another category is another move that people find really frustrating with Law, is the double flip kicks. Well, the double flip kicks, you can hop kick it. You do something like that to it. Very simple combo, but you know what I mean. Like, this type of move, you cannot get away with it for free. It's something that you can definitely defeat opponents for. It's not something that is just like, oh, well, if he keeps doing that, what am I supposed to do against it? No, I mean, it's just clean as that. Those are moves that you can beat. And the next move, I believe, is down 4-3-3. No, it's down 2-3. This move, also, very unsafe. Boom, 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 boom. Punish. These moves, they may look very intimidating, but that does not mean that they are moves that he can just spam infinitely. That whatever the move is, it doesn't matter what the move is. Even if it's a jab or like a low poke, go into training mode, look at the move, recognize the animation, find out what its weaknesses is. For example, I'll record another one that I haven't recorded yet. Well, actually, no, I'll show the rest of them. So this string right here also gives a lot of people trouble, I know. That one does a lot of damage, I know, it's very intimidating, but look, it's mid, low, high. So what does that mean? Block, duck, miss, move misses. Free punish. Free damage, very free damage. And like I said, that's the weakness of the move, is that you can do that to it. You need to experiment your options on how to defeat the move. And then of course there's the 10 string. A lot of people thinks that, who are new to the game, thinks that 10 string is God. Well, let me show you that why 10 strings are not so good. Well, not that scenario. Say ya! So like that, like the 10 string, its weakness is that it can be low paired. Once you find the low in a 10 string, which almost all of them have. I think there are only maybe 2 in the game that don't have a low in them. Brian, especially the noteworthy one, who does not have a single low in his 10 string. They all have weaknesses. And even in the scenario that's, let's say, someone is doing this to you. Let's say, jab, 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 jab. All jabs all day. It's too fast for me. How do I defeat jabs? How do I defeat jabs? So even an example that someone is spamming jabs on you, how do you defeat that? Well, obviously I can't jab back. Look at me, I'm trying to fight back, and I'm just getting hit. Like, I don't know what to do. Oh no, oh no, oh no, counter hit, counter hit, counter hit, counter hit. What am I doing wrong? Well, let's think about it. A jab is a high, so what are you doing against a high? You start ducking it. Because a high is a high, and if you're ducking, well, obviously you can't do anything to you. So I'm being jab and jab, and then, dick jab or something like that. Something that goes low, something that goes under it. Like that. Like, you can defeat it like that. Or you could start stepping. Oh no. Law is missing it. He is starting to miss. Oh no, there you go. Something like that. Yeah, so everything has a weakness in this game. Now, I know it takes a little bit of time to understand, like, what's going on in the situation, because obviously for you to have a problem move in the first place, you need to have a problem with it, which is it's constantly hitting me. What do I do against it? So, like, the minute that you're like, wow, I lost really hard because this guy kept doing this to me, I don't know what that move does, I don't know what it's like, then go into training mode, find that move, find its weaknesses. Some of them sometimes are really bad on block, sometimes the move needs to be low paired, sometimes the move needs to be stepped, sometimes a move can be backdashed away from. You know, everything has a weakness in Tekken. So you just need to do your research. You can't let them get away with a move like that. If they constantly keep doing this move to you and you don't know how to deal with it, that's, in my opinion, that's on your fault. You are not prepared for the move. So the next time you fight that guy and you understand that this move, which is the same type of move Law has, is very, very vulnerable when you block it, then the next time you see it, you'll be able to beat it and you become a stronger player and you learn how to deal with spamming. So the real key though is that there are really good moves in the game which I would call abusable, which means that they can be spammed without high risk, as in they are moves that are able to be spammed without risking themselves to a lot of damage. And these moves actually have a hard time dealing with them once they're spammed, but even so, like for example, things down to, is a very quick low poke that's very hard to see coming, so it's abusable. You can spam it, and you can get a lot of reward for spamming this move. But if you block it at the same time, it's still punishable. It's still a move that has a weakness. It's just abusable, which means it can be benefited, and it can be safely abused for the most part. So you get safely spammed rather. So in that scenario, if someone is spamming on you, you have to do your part on the research to find out what exactly that move does and how you can deal with it. If it's a move that's safe, you want to figure out how you can, move away from it, sidestepping or backdashing away from it. And if it's a move that you can't do either, then chances are it's a move that's pretty slow and it can't be spammed too much, so you just have to be patient and block a little bit. If it's a move that does a lot of damage, such as defense down back 4, chances are it's going to be punishable. So you start blocking it and find out the best way to hit that move back. So basically, when someone is spamming something, do your research on the move. Don't let them get away with things for free. Learn how to punish a move optimally. And in the case that you cannot punish it, at least think about the movement options and scenarios where you can get away from the move, or even prevent the scenario where someone is going to start doing that. You need to be a little bit more reserved, have some self-control, observe what move is being spammed, and at the same time, you need to understand, how can I best get away from this move? How can I best stop him from doing that move, or make sure he stops doing it because I'm punishing him for it? That's that episode. Follow me on social media. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.